Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think. Y'all, while Tisha wants to text Melody about Destiny being her +1 to the St. Thomas trip, did she ever think, or did she even try to mention to Melody about knowing Trish had been visiting Martell? This is what, about the second, third, who knows how many times it has been really, but that we know of, this is about the second, third time Tisha has allowed Melody to be ambushed by some information that she could have forewarned Melody about. And I don't care. People can say Melody moved on and it's not Tisha's fault. Regardless if Melody has moved past Martell, she's over the Martell BS or not, Tisha still could have told her. Melody still deserves to know who she's dealing with, especially if she's personally inviting them to hang out with her. Don't let me sit up in somebody's face and everybody else got this inside joke looking at me, how I'm interacting with this person, and nobody's told me the joke. Don't do that. First, it was Tisha admitting at the Galentine that they all knew Martell was cheating with Ariane Yuckmouth. And yes, I do believe that that everybody knew. But Tisha, she never said a word. But she sat up there and called Melody her friend. And she withheld information that probably could have saved Melody a lot of heartache. But like I say, Tisha is some friend. And she never said a word. No real friend that I know would have withheld information just to be able to throw it in my face and make me look like a damn fool on TV. Tisha did just that. She wanted Melody to look like a fool. She wanted to embarrass Melody. Any given time, she could have been warned Melody about what Martell was doing. But she chose to ignore it for her own personal gain. But then, last season, what did Tisha do? She invited Carson to Melody's tea event, knowing that Carson had already shared with her the revenge plot that Martell and Ariane was cooking up. And Tisha never said a word. She told Carson, don't worry about it. And she been knew long before Melody's tea event. That was the only reason why Tisha brought that girl over there, is to put it up in Melody's face so she, like I say, she can have that inside joke, everybody else knowing except for Melody. So they can kiki, giggle, and all of that right in her face and not say a word to her. Just so they can use it against her at a later time. And had it not been for the viewers recognizing Carson and pressing her with questions, Melody probably would have never known what was being plotted against her until she probably seen herself floating on social media somewhere. And Tisha, being a mother, being a woman, being a wife, she's seen it as an opportunity to get back at another woman, at another mother. Tisha is low down, dirty, and trifling. And I cannot wait for her karma to spin the block on her. But let's fast forward to this current season. We all see clearly Destiny telling both Tisha and Kimmy about Trish visiting Martell. And neither one of them fake, trifling, backstabbing heifers thought enough of Melody to give her a heads up of who she was inviting on her trip. Not one of them thought about Melody is inviting this girl on her trip. Let me warn her and let it be her decision if she still wants to be around this lady, or if let it be her decision if she feel comfortable to be around this lady. But what do these heifers do? Nothing. They fighting, windmilling for Destiny. That's how you know that they trifling, because they didn't have no regard for Melody in the situation. Everybody windmilling for Destiny. Oh, we gotta protect Destiny. We gotta, like Melody said, F Destiny. Destiny wasn't married. Destiny had moved on. But you know who was married? Melody. And regardless if she's over Martell or not, let it be her decision of who she deal with. And they know doggone well Melody don't fool with none of Martell's bed bugs. Now, I don't know if Trish and Martell did the do or not. But just the fact of her hanging out at their house, at his house, that's enough for me to have some type of discernment, hold on, wait a minute, who is this? What's going on? But they didn't give Melody that opportunity. They didn't give her that respect. They didn't give her no courtesy. They didn't give her nothing. These fools, they still sitting up here taking up for Martell in every situation by not having no type of conscience on trying to continue to use Melody. Scott's 1.0 used Melody to build scope. They used Melody car while Tisha was allowing Ariane to use her car. And still didn't say nothing to Mel. Scott 2.0 used Melody for networking for their business. And yet they still trying to collect information to throw in her face, to use against her, to make her look like a fool, to ambush her on TV, to embarrass her. But how much did Martell or Destiny or Trish or even Ariane, how much any one of them do for the Scotts? Anything. What did any one of these people do for the Scotts? But all of them, all of the Scotts, all these people have forsaken Melody for all these other people. They got total disregard for Melody, her feelings, because they riding for the Martell, the Destinys, the Trishas, and the Arianes. And they wonder why they having such bad luck in life. They wonder why they can't get ahead in real life. Why? Because you never bite the hand that feeds you. And they all been nipping at Melody. All of them Scotts, and I'm going to say Stormy as well, all of them are some snakes that pretended to be friendly to Melody. But what snake is friendly? What snake is friendly? All the snakes that I ever seen that allowed people to get close to them, all they doing is sizing the people up so when they're ready, they can eat them later. And if that don't sound like the Scotts and Stormy, all of them snakes, backstabbing snakes. And I wish people stop saying production paid for the trip, because I'm sure Melody came up with the idea and she probably planned all the details, and production, regardless if they sent a check or not, it was still Melody's event. It was still her trip. Just like the mimosas with Melody. The cast may have been there to get a check just for work, but it was still Melody's event. These ladies on this show, they don't mean Melody no good. And they wonder why their men stays out all types of the night creeping. Because their men, Maurice, Marceau, they know that Tisha and Kimmy, they would rather bite the bullet than to deal with the true facts. Tisha and Kimmy, they cannot admit that their husbands are cheaters, because that would vindicate Melody in every which way. And that's why they continue to attack Melody with everything. Because Melody is everything that they inspire to be, but because of their husbands, being such screw-ups, both of these ladies got to spend all available hours windmilling and cleaning up Marceau and Maurice's mess. Tisha better hope that Black stay open long enough for them to apply for another loan. Or Marceau gonna be back to telling her to shut the F up in public. Even though that's probably the only time Marceau is at home is when Black is closed. Because we all know he don't be home. Tisha already cried to her mama about how much time he spent in the streets. Kimmy, she better hurry up and get that mom and pop restaurant open so Maurice can get ready to pay on court fees for that lawsuit that he dragged them into. But I think that Kimmy loves when Maurice is not home, because she is tired of him doing more push-ups on her than he doing a whole entire year. But I think after this last bit of trouble that he got in, I think Kimmy gonna try to keep him home so she can try to keep him out of trouble. Cause what she say, Maurice ain't that kind of lawyer, which means they ain't got that kind of money. That's why she was up there asking him, what can she do to help? And he said nothing, because everything that he need Kimmy to do, she's already doing. Open her bank account and open her legs continuously. But anyway, Kimmy and Tisha, they continue to prove themselves to be the snakes that they are. Well, all these ladies on Love and Marriage Huntsville continue to prove themselves to be the backstabbing snakes that they are. And especially them Scotts. And I can't wait for karma to spin the block on every last one of them. That's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, and let me know what you think.